Earlier this year, Egypt signed a $5 billion memorandum of understanding with Norwegian renewable energy company Scatec to establish a plant in the Suez Canal area for producing green ammonia from green hydrogen. Joining us to discuss this is Paul Abolo, CEO, Ecologistics, Integrated Services, Abuja, Nigeria. Thank you very much for joining us. Now, Egypt has launched a new national strategy for tackling climate change that is estimated to be what billions of dollars. How does this underscore the importance of global warming and climate change? Hello, Mr. Abolo.
Yes, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you very well. Did you get my question?
No, we may need to take that again.
Okay, I'm just talking about the new strategy, a national strategy plan that's been launched by Egypt to tackle climate change, and it's worth billions of dollars. I'm asking, how does this underscore the importance of global warming and climate change?
What Egypt has done is very significant in terms of climate change, because they have a strategy plan which is different from policy, which most other countries have. And with this strategy, they put money behind it. They put $211 billion for mitigation and $133 billion for adaptation. So the significance of this is that with this, there are clear indication of what they need to do. Now, if you look at that, 61% of this amount is focused on mitigation, which means that they are committed to engage systems that's going to reduce carbon emissions. And like you know, emission is the cause for global warming, and global warming is the cause for climate change. And then they have a 39% of this amount, representing $133 billion for adaptation, which they are going to apply to adapting to the impacts of climate change. So Egypt is actually on the right direction. When we heard about this, we were quite impressed. And what this means for Egypt is that they are actually empowering their economy. Because like you and I know, climate change is responsible for a whole lot of stuff. It affects the economy, it creates poverty. It's actually a threat to existence. And for Egypt, it's huge because the coastal areas are involved, the agriculture is there, the fishery, a whole lot of stuff. So what Egypt has done is a huge step in the right direction.
There is no doubt, you said it yourself, that climate change is affecting Africa, and environmentalists say that global warming is expected to melt Africa's remaining glaciers in the next few decades, and the reduction in water essential to agricultural production will create food insecurity, increase poverty, and population displacement. How do you react to this?
Yes, for Africa, climate action is very important. Even though Africa contributes significantly, very little percentage in terms of global warming, but Africa has the less capacity to adapt to impacts of climate change. So with this, you'll find that already African countries are experiencing huge issues with water, with erosion, with desertification, with floods, and the rest of it. And what that means is that African countries have a less capacity to adapt to it. So with what Egypt has done, for example, you'll find that they have created a portfolio to address the adaptation issues, while at the same time keeping their eyes on developing their economy in a climate resilient manner in such a way that they will not be polluting like the developed world had already done.
Let's talk about the COP27 to be hosted in November. What do you think should be the conversation that should be occurring at that event? What are the important issues that the world should be focusing on?
Well, COP27, we might nickname it the African COP in Egypt. This is the last African COP we had was in Marrakesh, Morocco in 2016. So here again, we go Africa. And what is so significant about this is that countries are expected to come forward this time with new ambitions. In Scotland, we saw some countries coming up with new ambition in light of the new NDCs. For example, Nigeria's new NDC showed a 2% increase from 45% to 47% emission reduction target conditionally. So Egypt is also creating the ground for countries to now look back and say, look, we need to increase our ambitions in the terms of emission reduction targets. So we are looking forward to Egypt and the great thing that's going to happen in the coming African COP.
All right, Mr. Paul Abolo, thank you very much for sharing your thoughts with us on the news.
Thank you for having me.